When we talk about machine learning, the conversation usually starts at the finish line. We picture massive server farms, pristine feature stores, and highly engineered production pipelines crunching terabytes of data. But for most business analysts, founders, and students, that complex web of infrastructure collapses into something much simpler. Practical machine learning almost always begins with a single, standalone CSV file. At this starting line, you aren't trying to build a global recommendation engine. You just want to answer one basic question. Is there actually any useful predictive signal hidden inside these specific rows and columns? Finding out if a spreadsheet has value shouldn't force you to engineer an enterprise architecture before you even know what you're looking at. Yet trying to run early experiments often means hitting an immediate wall of technical friction. You have to configure Python environments, install dependency packages, manage virtual notebooks, and decipher confusing cloud billing permissions. Then there is the privacy trap. A lot of early exploration relies on legally confidential or semi-sensitive business data. Forcing a user to upload that raw information to a remote platform simply to see if a model might work is a massive security risk. MLdeck is built specifically to clear these roadblocks. It is a browser-local, privacy-first automated machine learning tool designed entirely for this exploratory phase. By moving the entire workflow into a clean, isolated browser window, MLdeck removes the technical setup and the security hazards. You get to interrogate your data immediately without ever committing to remote infrastructure. During training, your CSV data is never uploaded to an external server. The browser blocks connections, keeping compute local. You inspect the dataset on screen, selecting feature columns and a target. MLdeck trains candidate algorithms locally, outputting a ranked model leaderboard to compare performance. Because this entire processing pipeline happens on your machine, experimentation is fast and completely bypasses the dangers of raw data exposure. But generating a high mathematical score in a vacuum is dangerous. A top-ranked model might look incredibly accurate, but without proper context, those numbers can easily be misleading. High accuracy scores often hide critical flaws. The algorithm might be benefiting from data leakage, where it accidentally sees the answer key during training. It might perform worse than a naive guessing strategy. Or it might merely be memorizing unique ID numbers instead of learning actual patterns. To expose these traps, MLdeck runs baseline comparisons directly alongside your training results, providing an immediate visual contrast to prove whether your model is genuinely learning or just getting incredibly lucky. The system also actively profiles the dataset, generating specific warnings for low data quality and high leakage risk before you ever decide to accept a model. Valid early-stage machine learning focuses on generating the surrounding context and evidence required to actually trust the final training results. Once you have a model you trust, MLdeck utilizes its strongest technical feature. It takes your top-ranked local result and wraps it into a structured ONNX-oriented export package. ONNX is an industry-standard format. It turns the model into a portable artifact tested in entirely different coding environments. This export package explicitly preserves the critical context, the exact data schema expected, specific pre-processing steps applied, and a complete log of generated warnings. This establishes a strict boundary. MLdeck is an exploratory testing ground, not an enterprise MLOps platform, and this export file is not a magic one-click deployment button. By heavily documenting the export package, the system forces responsible external validation. It demands that engineers run parity checks and runtime testing before the artifact ever touches a live production environment. In minutes, you can take an unknown, standalone spreadsheet and transform it into a documented, portable machine learning artifact. This workflow fits perfectly into data science education, privacy-sensitive internal prototyping, and rapid proof-of-concept testing for small business analytics. You get the insights and the mathematical proof without ever paying the toll of cloud infrastructure friction and without ever compromising the privacy of your local files. MLdeck operates where real-world projects actually begin. It provides a secure, frictionless bridge to help you safely turn raw data into understandable, testable machine learning evidence.